that's why I ended up just trying something with that company 4D on my own because I mean they are creating immersive three-dimensional reality. You put on the Oculus headset, you go in there, you're in that world. I've seen the examples, I've experienced it. What they shot with me, all the all the data is there, but the
Right.
rendering time and money it would take to make this facsimile of what you see me do into the reality of what you're supposed to experience is hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Right. It's just
Uh,
that there's not the infrastructure there to sustain it necessarily.
they had
Yeah.
they had a big studio in Culver City in the same complex as Apple.
Right.
Uh, they had the special room, the special camera set up, all the editors, everything. They had it all, but they didn't end up finishing anything. So what you see of me is a facsimile of if a user was in the space flying a drone, right?
Right. Right. Yeah.
This is what they could do. So it's it's a kindergarten wank compared to what you really could do. And I did see what you could really do. It,
So for people that are not up on the latest thing, specifically, we're talking about so you can see the aspects of these things in the video for the lounge version of Pay You Back. That's you can watch again a drone running around on that set, of which the Jerry Casale character is the director, and then you also have Jihad Jerry singing.
and it's the first and only time I've ever put on a suit with no shirt.
Just to get that real director charm, right? Yeah. But it's set up in such a way where there's a lot going on. There's the backup dancers.
Yeah.
Like there's Steve
Well,
Bartek
and there's
is
Josh
in as
Freese,
well, and Josh Freese is in there.
And there's
Steve, yeah,
Mr. Oingo.
yeah, Steve Bartok, who actually he's going to be on next week too. So I'm excited to talk to him as well.
Good.
But the idea was yeah, actual virtual reality, right? This whole scenario, like it's a heady concept that I'm not sure if it completely gets across unless you're willing to dive in a little more, which is a very Devo thing as well.
Yeah. I wish they had finished it because I guarantee you, when you put that Oculus headset on and you're in that environment, you almost get seasick. You feel like you don't know where the ground is underneath your feet, even though you're standing in a studio. You're in there. You're in that world. You can walk right up to me. You can walk right up the rungs of the dome where I'm singing and come right in my face. It's great.
Yeah, and it feels like the ideas behind it are more along the lines of like what people kind of originally envisioned virtual reality to be, rather than just like, oh yeah, put your phone on these goggles.
Yeah.
And I guess look at Mark Zuckerberg's legs. I don't know what it is that they're trying to do in this metaverse, but like,
I know what you mean,
it's just like, why would you want to do that? Like, why are you so heavily invested in this? But anyway, I think that like it's an incredible concept, right? And that's
right.
And for folks that haven't seen, I'll throw it into the show notes and the chat so they can check out the video. But even just what's there is pretty cool because it's got this kind of weird, otherworldly, like everybody's gonna right now associated with that AI art, right? All the art that scrapes from all the real artists and has that sort of just sheen of like something seems off and kind of the colors are a little too bright and like it's all just a little bit doesn't feel correct.
Yeah, it's got that slightly wanky aesthetic of those people in that world that control everything. These programmers and designers, they go for that kind of cheesy thing. Although when you're doing a lounge version of a song, the cheese kind of works.
It does, and that comes from a rich tradition of Devo always had like the easy listening versions and stuff. You even have that on the on the EP. What what is the mindset of doing the lounge version? Like, why is that just because
It's an indulgence. I have to be honest. I love doing it. I do.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to try to intellectualize it.
Because it used to be that you would like you walking around the grocery store or like an elevator or something, and you would hear like raindrops keep falling on my head or something, but it'd be like the Muzak version.
Exactly. Yeah.
And now it's just like they play stuff like it, just like you would hear on the radio or something. Like just, it's almost like a lost. Can we
I'd
call
like
it
to
an
hear
art?
a lounge pay you back in a supermarket. That would be great.
That would be a very Devo moment for sure. Absolutely, yeah. But you have some great players. You might as well utilize them, right? I mean, Bartek he's a
yeah. Oh, they love doing it. Everybody loved doing it.
Yeah. And then you get to kind of examine the song from a different perspective and maybe bring something out of it. And there's nothing wrong with that at all.
Yeah. Well, all the anger was gone.
It doesn't. Well, that's a good point. Yeah, because pay you back, especially it's it's
more about just paying somebody back. You owe them $20, you give it back.
Right. Yeah, just exactly. It's a song about getting paid back $20 you lend someone. Exactly. Sure.